Hey everyone, this is Hypo Alan. Welcome back to more Let's Play Kirby's Dreamland 3. In the last episode we finished off Grassland, and this episode we'll be starting off Level 2, Ripple Field. Now, I don't know if I've said this before, but I love the cutscenes in this game. It gives it so much personality, and trust me, they only get better. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started with Corala Bonus stage. This is another flower stage. Like always, we'll actually be needing this broom ability coming up pretty soon. And we'll also be needing a new animal friend that we haven't introduced yet. So this is basically the water stage with perhaps one of my favorite tracks in the entire game. I mean, I just love it. I mean, you know, this is probably the reason why Jun Ishikawa is probably one of my favorite game composers, because I don't know if I know of a series whose game music was already good when it first started and just got better. I mean, I just absolutely love Kirby music. But anyway, we have a new animal friend. This is Pitch. I actually already introduced Pitch, but not formally. This is Pitch, where he's new to this game, and right now we have his ability with Broom. This is basically just we throw water at people and we can actually lob this up. So Pitch is probably my favorite partner to play with because, well, one, he can actually fly, and whenever we don't have a power-up, we can actually just regular inhale like in standard Kirby games. So we go down here is where we'll actually need to go in order to complete this objective. So you see these sprouts right here? Well, this is actually what we need Pitch for. So if we can actually land our water spot on here, I can land it correctly, like that. And so there's two other rooms where we have to do this, and like in Tulip stage, the most important rule of this game is don't step on flowers. I don't know why you would be stupid enough to step on the flowers in this game, or in this level. I cannot talk today, but it really would make no sense why you would step on the flowers in this level, honestly. I don't know how I'm not dead yet either. Well, I do have 2 hits because you actually get 10 hits instead of what looks like 5 in this game. So, once again, just shoot the water on the flowers like so. I can aim it right. Maybe a lob will get it. Yeah, the hitboxes are kind of generous in this level actually. So, it's not too much of a worry. But again, don't step on them. I cannot stress that enough. So just hit these and just. Yeah, Rockies can also do that as well. Well, there I'm dead. So I believe now I have to redo this. So, actually, let me check. Well, they're healed. So, again, like in Kirby 64, I will go back and show off any hard stars that I missed. And apparently, it's looking like this is going to be the first one, because there was no other opportunity in order to get Pitch in this level. So we're going to have to skip that for now. Unfortunately, I was hoping to actually do all these in one run, but I guess that's not going to happen. It's already ended on the first level of the second world, so just grab the spark ability and just be out of here. So there's really not that much to talk about other than there's just more collectibles and stuff. So if we do that, I'm actually go for that invincibility candy while we're over here. So I don't think I actually explained this, but we've actually used it before. It's very self-explanatory. This is basically what the Starman is in the Mario series. So we're pretty much invincible. We can just run wildly, and not have a care in the world. Just run through everything, and that's the end of the level. But unfortunately, we're not going to get the Heart Star this time around. Yeah, so there's usually these little animations that they have at the end, accompanied by the sad music that notifying that you didn't complete the objective. So I'm probably going to get the 1-up. Or not. You know, in all honesty, I probably could. There was probably an opportunity to heal that I didn't take, but oh well. I'll just go back and get it. Go back and get it again. So now we're moving on to Picasa's stage. I'm not that great with Japanese names, but I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. So actually, we're going to need the Parasol power-up. So this is another staple in the Kirby series. So this one's a little different. So in traditional Kirby games, you would just have to fly, and you could just float down. But in this one, you just drop like a rock. But in this one, in order to float down gently, for some reason, you just have to push up, and you'll just glide right to the ground. I don't know why they did that, but you know that's just how it is. Also, if you duck, you can use it as a shield, and you don't have to worry about the exploding coconuts at all. So, I mean, if you had the parasol anyway, so that's pretty much it. So here we'll also be needing Kind in order to complete our objective. We'll be passing on Choo Choo here momentarily. So this is where Kind becomes a major factor because since he's a fish, he can swim well in water. And also, be very, very careful in this little area. Because if you lose your power-up, there is no other opportunity past this point where you can get it. So what I would recommend is just waiting and just coming and hitting the blippers with your umbrella. Thankfully we didn't lose it there. But also I didn't say this earlier, but Kind can swim through currents if you need to go back and get stuff. So just be extremely careful in this area because it is very easy to lose your power up. Not to mention the fact that this thing only works in close quarters, so it's in your best interest to take this area as slow as possible. And the fish here and the blippers will try to follow you, which is not that great. Okay, so I managed to make it. So if we move on, if I can get through the door. So just hold on to this power up just for a little bit longer. And there should be a door right here. If we enter the door, this is Picasa, and all we just need to do is flash our umbrella, and that'll notify that we completed the objective. All we just need to do is just go on and get our heart star. So I think what I'm going to do is just get rid of that for now since we don't need it anymore, and I'm going to show off Kind's ability with Flame. So I'm going to just use these terms interchangeably for some reason. I guess I'm not showing off Flame now, but anyway, hopefully we'll get another opportunity to show that off. So that's pretty much the entire level. There's the exit door right there. Now that we've got that, there is our heart star for the level. Probably get rid of Kind here in a little bit since we don't need him anymore, so I think what I'm going to do is aim right for the middle. And that's it! Alright, so on to our minigame stage. This is Lely Eel's stage, and she is returning from Kirby's Dreamland 2, where originally she was an enemy, but now she has her own minigame now. Now, I do like what they did with the Wallabies in this game because they give them so much personality, and I'm going to keep using that word till I run into the ground in this playthrough. But there is. I just love how they have these little vests. There's just like these little elements of humor in it, almost, where it's just cute, you know. It's just cute to look at. This entire game is just cute to look at, you know. So I'm gonna shoot that guy. And they even put the Wallaby in these doesn't even have any water to swim on. He's just there. Also, if you can time it just right, you can actually jump on enemies if you have the right partner. So, I believe... You know what? Even though we don't need him, I'm actually going to show off Rick. This is another partner returning from Kirby's Dreamland 2. And Rick is probably my least favorite partner to use because he only does one jump, first of all. And so, what he'll do with the cutter abilities, he'll just throw you like a boomerang. And so, what Rick does when he's not, when he doesn't have a power-up, is that you have to just go up and, like, melee eat them, as I like to call them. You have to go right up to the enemies if you want to inhale them, and just, like, eat them, like, for real, instead of just inhaling them. So, I'm gonna hold on to Rick here for a minute, because he'll serve as, well, he won't really serve as a shield, but if we use this cutter here, unfortunately, he can't swim through currents, but you can also use Spark there if you want to, and you can get that 1-up. I think I'll just grab this star. We'll probably have enough stars coming up in order to get a 1-up pretty soon, because we don't need that many to get an extra life now. So, just keep swimming here. And I believe the minigame should be right through this door. It is. So, basically, what Lely Eel will do is kind of like the cup game, where she'll keep popping in and out of these pots, and you have to just determine where she's at. So, just use your shuffle time eyes and just determine where Lely Eel is. She's in the second pot right now. And make sure not to pick the Gordos, because if you do, then you automatically lose, and you'll have to play through the entire level again in order to get your heart star. So, second one again. We're having a lot of doing consecutive things with minigames this time around. With Pitcher Man, it was throwing the same Gordo. 3 times in a row, she went in the same pot. I didn't think it would be that easy, because usually she'll just go in different pots, or at least that's what she's supposed to do. And just like in the very first minigame level with Pitcher Man, where he threw the same Gordo twice, Lely just went in the same pot 3 times in a row. That's interesting. I've never had that happen before. So here's another little element in this game, is that you can't inhale while you have Kirby or Rick. I'm just waiting for him to get in the mouth. Instead what you have to do is what you do is you just shoot bubbles. And, you know, similar to, again, Kirby's Adventure that I go, referencing that again, you just shoot bubbles at people. And so I'm just keep the flame here. So yeah, just be a little flamethrower. You know, it gets the job done. It's not anything spectacular, but it does just get the job done. So I'm gonna grab that Peppy soda, and so get the stars here if you want them. If you want an extra life, I'm not gonna bother with that one. We can't. It's too late to get that one. So the end of the level shouldn't be that much farther ahead. Again, if you hit the star blocks, then you'll get more stars. I think this is where we'll get our extra life. And then if we manage to hit the goal game again, then that means that we got 2 lives. And once again proving that this game is fairly generous with its lives. So there is our heart star. Alright, so I believe, you know, I'm gonna just go for the lives again. Try right there is about good. And we got it! Nice! Alright, so before we end the episode, I'm actually gonna go back and get this other heart star that I missed. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode. I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been HyperWallow, and until next time, I'll see y'all later.